I think that social media has changed the way that we consume pictures, and in the context of photojournalism, it really has created basically a flood of images that are constantly coming in real time. Hello, my name is Moises Saman and I'm a Magnum photographer currently based in Amman, Jordan. I think the main impression is how diverse the group has been in their different approaches to photography. I think there was also a range of styles and of, I guess, levels of what how people are in their photography, in their work. But the part that struck me the most was how everybody has been sharing their work with each other, commenting, contributing to sort of group critiques, where I think we all got something from somebody, including myself. I mean, there was some very interesting comments that came up during the conversations and during the critique sessions, and I just think it's been an amazing opportunity to work with some young photographers that are very passionate about their relationship with photography, and they get to transmit that passion also back to me, so that's great. Well, I don't think there's a single message. I think it depends on the type of story that I'm working on. I think one topic that I care about a lot when working in conflict areas is the idea of continuity and the idea that life continues in a lot of these places despite the violence and despite all the horrible things that take place. And for me, it's important to celebrate this continuity and to celebrate the people that are able to continue living a resemblance of a normal life, continue to take care of their families, continue to try to put food on the table, continue to provide education for their children. That to me is very inspiring, and I hope that through my pictures I'm able to highlight this sort of heroism that sometimes gets lost in stories about war. We tend to focus on the death and the violence and destruction, which is of course very, very important to document. But I think this sense of continuity perhaps can lead to pictures that people very far removed from these conflicts that they can connect with. And that's the ultimate goal, is to make people care and make people connect and engage. Well, some of the biggest challenges are related to some of the dangers of working in an area where there's conflict, and those are the obvious ones, which is getting injured, getting hurt. There's many different ways in which somebody can get hurt in this context, and that would be probably the main challenge. Yeah, I mean, I think there's no challenge in terms of being able to sympathize and connect with the people that are suffering the most in these wars. I do think that photographs can influence and can have the power to make somebody care about a story, a topic, or something that they didn't know was taking place. I think the most effective pictures are the ones that produce this kind of engagement, and to me that there lies the power of photography, I think, or the power of photojournalism, is to make you care, to make you empathize, and to outrage you sometimes about the state of the world that you live in, no matter how far you live from the conflict, or no matter how your own sense of safety is. This is about being a fellow human being and empathizing with the fate of people that perhaps have nothing to do with you or your family, but that are fellow human beings. And I think that's where some of the work that we do as photojournalists can be valuable. I think that social media has changed the way that we consume pictures, and in the context of photojournalism, it really has created basically a flood of images that are constantly coming in real time, and that unfortunately, in my opinion, has led to people not really paying attention to what they're seeing, and just really creating a lack of empathy that is due to the fact that these images, they live in your phone for so short, then you just scroll to the next one and the next one and the next one, and you're not really engaging too much in any serious way with the work. I remember when we would have to wait for weekly magazines to see the pictures of what was going on in faraway places or in some conflicts. Now we're bombarded with pictures of dead people, of dead children, for example, in the context of Gaza, and that is making us numb, really. We're not reading those pictures, we're not engaging, we're just seeing and scrolling to the next, and almost in a way that is just completely desensitized, and in a way that I think makes us lose a little bit of humanity. So unfortunately, I think that social media and the way that we're consuming news and visual information now, it's not really helping the true power that some of these images could have in really making us engage with our fellow human beings in other parts of the world. Well, I hate to sound like a cliche, but you need to see the world with open eyes, and by that I mean you need to be open to be challenged, you need to be open to challenge your biases, challenge your stereotypes. You need to be curious about the world around you. That means from your doorstep to to faraway places. And I think that, this sort of openness is extremely, I think, necessary for anybody to grow, not just as a photographer, but as a human being. And being a photographer is this great sort of excuse to be able to engage with the world in a way that's deeper and in a way that allows you to kind of explore different places and different circles of people that you wouldn't be perhaps interested in otherwise, or comfortable with. And I think that's a beautiful thing about being a photographer. No, it's been a joy and a pleasure to be here in Seoul with this amazing group of young photographers, and I really look forward to coming back. I mean, I know Seoul. I used to visit often when I was living in Japan, and it's one of the most amazing cities in the world. There's a particular energy that's really fascinating about this city, and I really enjoy being here. So hopefully I can come back soon.